And I will now give the floor to the distinguished representative of Pakistan.
Madam Chair, we thank you for convening today's debate and the Secretariat presenters for setting the tone of our discussion today with their briefings. Pakistan aligns itself with the statement delivered by Morocco on behalf of the non-aligned movement. Madam Chair, the UN peacekeeping is a success story. Blue helmets are one of the most visible symbols of United Nations. In an increasingly polarized world, they are the evidence that multilateralism works. There is a strong correlation between the presence or absence of UN peacekeepers and the level of violence in conflict zones. UN peacekeeping is also a cost-effective method of increasing global security by containing major armed conflicts, protecting civilians, increasing security for aid workers, decreasing conflict-related sexual violence, providing a space for political stability, and sustaining post-war peace. 12 out of 18 multidimensional UN peacekeeping operations between 1960 and 2017 have successfully achieved their major goals. Therefore, there is a strong evidence about the usefulness and achievements of UN peacekeeping. Madam Chair, Pakistan has a long association with UN peacekeeping operations. One of the first UN missions, the United Nations Military Observer Group in India and Pakistan, UNMOGIP, was established in 1949 to monitor the ceasefire along the line of control in disputed Jammu and Kashmir. It continues to perform the important job over the years. Earlier this week, Pakistan hosted 28th Annual Conference of International Association of Peacekeepers Training Centers at the Center for International Peace and Stability. CIPS was established in Pakistan to make critical contributions to UN peacekeeping. The center offers various courses to UN peacekeepers and personnel from friendly countries. In the last 10 years, the center has conducted 172 UN-approved courses. We thank USG Jean-Pierre Lacroix for participating in the conference. Pakistan has also made its contributions to the noble cause of maintenance of international peace and security by deploying 230,000 peacekeepers in 47 missions over more than 60 years. We have lost 181 peacekeepers in the service of humanity, including one this year in the disputed Abyei region. Today, we pay homage to them along with almost 4,400 UN peacekeepers from more than 125 countries who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the service of world peace. Madam Chair, we are meeting at a moment when the UN peacekeeping and our peacekeepers are confronting increasing difficulties, challenges, unprecedented level of threats. These challenges could be broadly divided in two categories. First, related to the transformation of global order, which has engendered the erosion of unified support of the Security Council for mandates of peacekeeping missions, resistance and higher expectations from the host countries, external interventions in local regional conflicts, and proliferation of armed groups. Second, new and emerging threats due to weaponization of new technologies such as IEDs, drones, AI, transnational organized crime, the climate change emergency, and public health emergencies. Keeping in view these challenges, the practice of peacekeeping has to adopt and rise to the occasion. We wish to make following 4 points in this context. First, considering the innovation in technologies and emerging threats, we believe that safety and security of the peacekeepers has to assume paramount importance. It is imperative to modernize peacekeeping. Missions should be equipped with latest technologies and other capabilities, including quick response units, IED-proof vehicles, air assets, including UAVs, and better intelligence capabilities. Peacekeeping contingents must receive tailored and mission-specific trainings. Any attacks on the peacekeepers should be properly investigated, and the perpetrators should be brought to justice swiftly to create a deterrence effect. We condemn in the strongest terms the attacks on UNIFIL peacekeepers by Israeli aggressors. We call for the accountability of Israeli authorities responsible for attacks against United Nations peacekeepers. Second, Peacekeeping missions must be part of an overall political strategy that seeks to address and resolve the underlying causes of conflict and violence. The UN missions must be provided realistic mandates and unified support from the Security Council, from the UN troops and police contributing countries, and from the UN headquarters and in the field. Third, the missions must be adequately resourced in a timely manner. We understand that peacekeeping operations are facing financial shortfall of about $1.3 billion. Pakistan appreciates the efforts of the Secretary General to meet UN financial obligations to TCCs and PCCs. We urge member states to fulfill their financial contributions in full, on time, and without conditions. TCCs and PCCs should not endure financial burden for delayed or non-payment of assessed contributions by some states. Fourth, an increasing need is being felt for peace enforcement operations. The international community, especially the Security Council, should extend full support to those like the African Union who are prepared to take more robust enforced operations. Pakistan welcomes United Nations Security Council Resolution 2719 and desires its effective implementation. We need to see how they supplement national and regional capabilities in Africa and elsewhere for conflict prevention, cross-border interdiction, control over illegal exploitation of natural resources, and promoting intra-state and interstate cooperation. Pakistan is prepared to contribute to such capacity building through bilateral and multilateral channels. The international community must work collectively to ensure success of the African Union-led peace operations. We see a special role for the OIC, whose members include many countries in Africa and Asia afflicted by terrorism and violence. In particular, it is critical to mobilize 25% of funding required for African Union-led peace operations through established and innovative sources. Madam Chair, in the end, a word on the future of peacekeeping. We have seen the DPO Commission study on the future of peacekeeping. Pakistan believes that recommendations of intergovernmental bodies such as C34 provide solid basis for discussions on the future of peacekeeping. The future of peacekeeping is also the theme of 2025 UN Peacekeeping Ministerial to be held in Berlin. In this context, we look forward to making our contribution at the preparatory ministerial meeting that Pakistan will host in March 2025 and a broader context during Pakistan's forthcoming term on the Security Council. I thank you.